Hello everybody, this is Nora, and on this video today I want to share something that I have kind of discovered for myself to make things easier for me when it comes to shrinking images from a stamping plate. Yes, as you might have seen on some of my reviews, although I'm not sure of the order of my videos are going to be uploaded, but I've been doing some swatches on this stamping plate and other XL plates from Beauty Big Bang, and you've probably heard my pain on wishing that I could fit these extra large images on my nails. And yeah, while I can add length to my nails, I cannot add any width, right? And we know the technique, or yeah, the technique on shrinking, what goes into shrinking an image, but I have attempted it, and I have poked. I mean, I just, first off, I have a hard time picking the image up just by pushing and lifting. I feel like it's, especially with the stamper that I have, stamper head, that is best if I roll, and then I find myself poking my nails on the heads. I've poked some holes in some of the other heads that I've had, or I just cannot get an even squeeze. Okay, I mean, who could do that? I could not get this. And see how my nails, they just poke out. I cannot. I can do this with my fingers, but my nails are poking out, so I cannot, I mean, keep them from hitting the stamping plates. So if you have nails this long, and if you can do this, kudos to you. But I cannot, I have not been able to manage that. Even though yes, I know what it takes to shrink an image. It's just something that I've not been able to do. And Yvonne Lopez, she very recently posted a video on shrinking images. And one of my comments was, it's like, it will surely be great if someone can come up with a holder that will help towards this technique on, you know, the squeezing, as well as removing the stamper head for then stamping the image, right? And so around that thought, you know, I came back and then doing my swatches for these plates, I was like, okay, I've got to think around this and see what I can do to help myself. This is a Creative Shop stamper head. Very squishy and very soft, very sticky and flexible, and this is its original holder, right? So that's how it holds it. It holds it nice in place. So I'm thinking, okay, so what we need to a holder that will squeeze this in, and something like this that a lot of us have with our silicone stampers is just way too small. And there's, I mean, it's like good luck trying to fit this in there, because this has no flexibility. It's too rigid, right? It's just, you cannot expand this to help you squeeze this in there. It's at least a stamper head as big as the Creative Shop. So then it wasn't too long there, and this all just happened to be a good timing. I remember this, that I had just gotten this, what, the day before, just 2 days ago or something like that. I remember its shape because I have played with it, worked with it. If you're trying to guess what this is, it's not a stamping head holder. It's a makeup brush cleaner holder. And let me show you. So, okay, here it is. I just recently, very recently, a couple of days ago, ordered this from Amazon. It just came in a couple of days ago for me doing this video. So this goes in here, and then you stick your brush in here. This will be more for like that, a powder brush, and it spins, right? And if you're wondering what that looks like, here's the box of this makeup brush cleaner that I just got. Going back to this makeup brush holder, I remember, see how flexible it is, and so it's meant so that, I mean, you can have a brush that will, if it holds it right up here, one of those ones that, and I do have one, a Real Techniques, that is very wide at the end, or you can keep squeezing it, or it will go inside that other ring, if you may call it that. Well, so then I pulled that out and I started playing with my Creative Shop stamper head, trying to put it in here, and you see how much bigger this is. Let me see if I can try to get it. You see how much more it sticks out? But this is flexible enough that it allows me to squeeze it in here. Now check this out. Now it could be a little bit of a struggle as you're get used to it, but then you don't want to hold it up here when you squeeze the stamper head in there. Bring your fingers down, so you don't want to be squeezing it when you're trying to, because it stretches out as you're trying to put this in there. Whoops. You put this in there, and again, you gotta watch your nails, especially if you have pointy nails, so you don't poke your stamper. It's like it goes in and out, and you just turn it. I'm not going to say this is super easy to squeeze it in here, but it is doable. And once it's in there, then you can continue to press it in. Once it's in there, it's in there. Remember, this is rubbery, and this is, you know, rubber. It's not slippery, so it's going to stay in there. And check it out. And we know that the more we squeeze this, the smaller your image is going to be, right? Okay, so I'm trying to put it in there, and this gives me a nice dome stamper head where it will allow me to roll and pick up my image beautifully. And I can easily then remove it here. And you know, you have to be careful when you remove it. You don't want to touch the image, and then place it on your nail. Now, and I wish I have a clear stamper head. Let me show you. I have this one, and I have a lot of the flat ones, like the one from, I'm stretching over here, Beauty Big Bang, like this one. So both, almost, I think all of them, all of my silicone clear stamping heads, I have poked a hole with on them with my tips, my sharp tips, and they work fine for stamping. But if I was to squeeze it out, you know, it's going to open that up. You see it opening? Same thing with this one. And now with this one being pretty much flat, I mean, it's not very, and one thing that you don't want to do with this is, I mean, you could break this easy if you try to squeeze it like I squeezed this one. Same with this one. Okay, so these, I don't think these clear silicone ones will have the flexibility as this without you actually breaking them up. Although it will surely be nice if we could do that, because then for image placement, then we can see right through the stamper, right? Okay, so let me go ahead and now show you. Let's do a sample pickup on this and shrinking the image. And I have on my nails here, this is Amy Lee 053, which I also reviewed. So I'm gonna do some stamping of these Halloween nails, of Halloween designs on my nails. Okay guys, so here is my final mani, and yeah, take a look at how much smaller I was able to get these images. So this one is this one right here. See the difference? And my middle finger, some of them I even shrunk slightly, actually way too much smaller than my nail. Look at this one right here. And I have this one on my middle finger, this one right here, this one right here, I have on my ring finger actually. So yeah, and then I just took part of this right here, the moon with those stars, to put in my pinky. But yeah, this is, so again, that's what I'm sharing. This is not about how to shrink an image, but more of a way that you know, what I found to work for me to make this technique way easier without me having to use my fingers and poking the stamper head with my nails. Now, I'm not saying go run go out and run and buy one of these brush cleaners, but maybe you have one like this and didn't think about how else you could use it. Maybe you can find something else like it. Again, I think the secret is around it being flexible. so that it allows for placing the head in there and also taking it out. And I did try to show you in the video, you saw how this also, the fact that this is flexible, it allowed me to squeeze this even further to then go and pick up the image, and yeah, ended up with images sometimes even smaller than what I wanted them for my nails. But yeah, I wanted to bring that up as well. And I know then, you know, there's the challenge of placing the image because the stamp, well, this particular stamper head is not clear. And then also the risk of the image drying as you're pulling the stamper head out of here so that you can then place it on your nail. And then, so, well, in that case, then the gel stamping polishes can come in handy, right? But anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted to put this out on record as well. Any companies out there willing to help us make a good stamper holder that will allow for this great technique, that will be greatly appreciated, and maybe even an easier way to place it in here. Yeah, like I could think it's something that it will pick up your stamper and actually squeeze it so you can use it and then easily take it out. Yeah, that will be better. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. Who knows, you might have something like this laying around and you have never thought of, you know, how else you can use it. So if you guys have any thoughts or comments, please leave them below and I'll be happy to reply to those. I always do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and thank you for watching.